What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. And let's talk about the Pelicans versus the Nets. As I expected, it was going to be a blowout. But I wanted to see how Alvin Gentry would utilize this roster. Would he prepare this team to get ready for battle in the regular season games? Or would he try to make everybody happy playing a lot of players? And you guessed it right, he chose the latter. He played a total of 13 players against the Nets. I know the Nets are a weak team right now because a lot of players are sitting out. But still, the scrimmages are not a preseason game. These scrimmages are important to establish chemistry, team values, ball movement, you name it, all the stuff that a lot of teams need to work on. These are what the scrimmages are for. And hopefully the next game, Alvin Gentry can have an ideal rotation. So the Pelicans won 99-68. BI was very efficient, 4-7 shooting, 12 points. Now, don't forget, the whole starting lineup did not play that much in this game. The plus minuses of the starters were in the double digits. BI in the 20s, Lonzo Ball in the 14s, Drew Holiday close around that range as well. Speaking of Drew, he had 10 points in limited minutes, had tenacious defense. It's pretty clear that Drew Holiday is the best man-to-man defender on this team. Zoe is more of a zone defender. He could pick and pop, steals, very aggressive with his hands. That's what Zoe is good at on defense. One thing to point out, Zoe in the limited minutes, of course, had 8 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He didn't play that much. Like I said, Alvin Gentry was barely playing the starters. And Lonzo did have plus 14 of a plus minus. So it's telling you that if Lonzo would have played starters minutes in that game, he probably would have had 14, 16, and about 8 assists. That's how active he was. He was driving to the basket more. Now, I was embarrassed of that one layup he missed. But I got to keep that same energy because Drew Holiday missed an easy bunny as well as BI. It's just that Lonzo, before the pandemic, would miss easy bunnies, easy layups. So people would get on him and make these videos and look, Lonzo's missing a layup. But he did improve. He's gotten stronger. I was so glad that Lonzo Ball decided to attack the basket his first possession, and he made it. And it was through traffic. So if I'm Alvin Gentry and the coaching staff, I'm watching video of his first possession multiple times. And I'm telling Lonzo, this is how you drive. When you drive, you keep teams honest, and they take you seriously as a scorer. That's what I would do if I was in Alvin Gentry's shoes, coaching this team. As for the bench, Josh Hart, great utility player, did the little things right. I've always been a fan of Josh Hart ever since he was a Laker. When fellow Laker fans would get on Josh Hart, I would defend him. Pretty much, Josh Hart is one of those players where he could get a lot of minutes out of the bench, and I don't really care because he's earned it. He's a pit bull out there, and every time he comes off the bench, especially when he teams up with Lonzo and BI, I mean, the chemistry is there. When Lonzo and BI are on the court, I don't want to see Etwan Moore with them. Or I definitely don't want to see Nickeil Alexander. I'm going to get on that. That boy was ball hogging, but I'm going to get on that. But let me stay focused. Josh Hart, when he's in the game with Zoe and B.I., the ball just moves in sync. There's no singular basketball going on. No one's trying to pad their stats or worry about them. Those three players, it's all about team. It's not about me. That's the mindset. They've been doing it with the Lakers. They're passing it on with the Pelicans. Now, I have a problem with the Pelicans roster. Speaking of ball hogs, I saw too many ball hogs with the backup unit. You got Etuan Moore, and there's a shot that he doesn't like. He's going to take it. There's not a shot he doesn't like at all. And they call him Uncle E. I just call him Etuan. That brother be hogging the ball so much, man. I just get infuriated when he's on the court with Lonzo and B.I., man. It doesn't even match. I look on the screen and I tell myself, man, can't Etuan Moore just be a shooter? Does he have to dribble the air off the ball? And then to kill Alexander Walker. Now, I get it. He's young. He's trying to make a name for himself. But, man, he needs to stick to his role, not try to do too much, because he played a horrible start. Now, he did have 14 points, but there's a reason why his plus-minus wasn't high. I mean, he had a lot of those points in backup duty in the second half when the game was out of hand. Nikhil just needs to slow down, take a deep breath, analyze the game, let the game come to him, and he'll be fine. Frank Jackson was solid tonight. Didn't force shots, didn't force the ball, didn't turn over the ball too much. I really want him to keep it up. You never know, he could get some minutes in serious competition time. Jahlil Okafor, I know he scored some points in this game, but his defense is horrible. It was atrocious. And I don't want to see another millisecond with Jahlil Okafor on the court. It's really embarrassing. You can't be like been in the NBA that many years. But he's been in the NBA since 2014 or 15. 2015. He's been in the NBA since 2015. And he still cannot play defense. It is really embarrassing. JJ Redick, great shooter tonight. Took some off-balance shots, but he's a wily veteran. I'm not worried about JJ. He's gonna do his part. But this is something that I have to keep harping on. Rotations. Alvin Gentry got to quit playing everybody and their mama. Like literally. 13 players playing. And I get it. It's a scrimmage and he's trying. This is serious mode for the Pelicans. They got to take every game and non-game serious. They got to get ready. Because people were, not even were, they are betting against them. Zion is out. So they're saying, oh, Portland's going to get it. They're counting them out. They got to take these serious, man. Alvin Gentry, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make everybody happy. They got some veterans that want to play. This ain't the time for that. This is not the time for just making everybody feel good and being on their good side. F all that. If Alvin Gentry, because I never seen him do it. He didn't even do it when Zion was playing in the previous couple months ago. So I got to see it to believe it. But, Man, Alvin got to fix that immediately. Another thing I'm going to point out, this is not about the Pelicans game tonight, but the Clippers. The Clippers look like the real deal. They are deep. They're not even full roster right now. I mean, they're playing without Pat Bev and Montrezl Harrell. And they still didn't miss a beat. Paul George looks 100% healthy. And he's coming, man. I'm letting y'all know he's coming. I haven't seen him this healthy in years, since his prime. He's still in his prime, but like his serious emerging prime years with the Pacers. Kawhi is a killer on the court. I mean, just efficient, just a dog out there, and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't have to. He gets the job done. Lou Williams doing this thing off the bench. I know people saying Lakers, and this, Lakers got LeBron and AD. I get it, but man, the Clippers look like they're on a mission. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna come down to it between the Clippers and Lakers. It's gonna be coaching. And then it's going to be finishing a game. And we all know that the Clippers got the ultimate finisher in Kawhi Leonard. No matter what you say about Kawhi Leonard is that dude. And he could take a game home. So I'm just putting it out there. Coming back to the Pelicans, I got to say this. This past draft, I told everybody that the Pelicans needed to draft Cam Reddish at 4, and then in the later round of picks, get Bol. As you know, Bol was picked 44th in the draft by the Denver Nuggets. And the Pelicans, they were trying to get a little cute in the draft, traded the 4th pick to ATL to get, I believe, the 8th pick and the 17th pick for Jackson Hayes, and then in the 17th pick get Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So which moves are better? Jackson Hayes and Nickeil Alexander at picks 8 and 17, or the original draft selections, if they would have kept the picks, of course, Cam Reddish, Bol. Cam Reddish at 4, Bol at 20-something. You would say Cam Reddish and Bol. Did you see what Bol did today? I told people, give him a year, let him do the weight training, and he's going to be clutch. Nobody wouldn't listen. They didn't want to listen to me. Now I'm getting the last laugh. I'm just pointing it out. The Denver Nuggets are doing everything right. I like what they're doing. And I didn't even bring up Michael Porter Jr. Comes off the bench, 6'10", can handle it, shoot it. I'm telling you, don't sleep on them Denver Nuggets. That's all I'm going to say. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. All praise to the Most High. Love and respect your family. Be careful out there with this COVID-19. Peace.